Good afternoon. My name is Gil Gamez. I'm the president of the LA School Police Officers Association. I've heard from fellow labor partners talking about outsourcing, and I think my group is the number one group that has experienced that. And there was even a transference of wealth in regards to the defunding. And I won't get into that. The money went into BSAP. On the other side, I say, make sure BSAP stays intact, fight tooth and nail. I think it is a great thing. I'm sorry, I'm not an educator. I don't have the words. I didn't do my career speaking in classrooms like the speakers before me, but protect that as much as you possibly can, period. We'll be okay, but protect BSAP. I'm not speaking out of both sides of my face. I'm just being very realistic. We're here to serve children. And outsourcing does not work. We could work with the Safe Passage group, but we've seen what outsourcing does, and in my line of work, they don't get a D or an F or a dirty bathroom, which is all bad. They get killed, and when you outsource police work to people that aren't trained how to do police work, people get killed. And I'm sorry I have the unfortunate job to come up here and talk about this publicly, and I try to do it with the utmost respect to the family and everybody else involved. And I do understand politics as well. Yesterday, and I'll leave the name of the school out of it, there was an unfortunate stabbing on campus. And kids do crazy things, males do crazier things than females, usually. I'm sorry for being like that, but we just do. But we rely on the adults in the room to keep people in check, to make sure that the adults make the decisions. And the decisions were made a few years ago, which pulled our officers off campus. We don't have the amount of officers to put back on campus. But yesterday's unfortunate event on a high school campus, there was tagging, so there was literal writing on the wall saying that there's a problem here, something's going to happen. When we have a school police officer on campus, the principal would call, it would be like, principal to one being the school police, one go, can you come over here to look at some tagging? And then they would call, at the time, the counselor or the restorative justice coordinator, and you would try to figure out what this tagging means, and then you would pull key players out of the students to figure out what happens to stop incidents before they happen. We don't have that anymore, and I'm not asking for that, but I'm hearing a lot of labor partners talking about trauma in school. I'm hearing a lot of labor partners crying for help. They won't say the police word. They won't say things like that. But how do you stop people when doing violent things from doing violent things if you don't have the authority? How do you stop them if you don't have the training? How do you stop them if you don't have the tools? PDs are great, but you will not stop incidents when they happen. There's the medical field. There's acute and chronic. We have a chronic condition of maybe student apathy or student depression or certain things with students, and then and that's on the chronic end. And then we have the acute problems, the things that are happening right here, right now, that we need somebody to stop this right here, right now. I want to be a team player, and you could tell as I'm searching around for the words, I'm being very sensitive toward these things. And specifically the incident yesterday, 2 students were stabbed on a high school campus. The still shots on social media, the knife and the stabbing, the video on social media shows that we can't keep our campuses safe enough. I'm very Maslownian in the way I think. There's safety before self-actualization, graduation, things like that. We can't do the basic things right now because politically we don't agree for some reason. It's hard to play family when other people don't play family back, but I understand the need of people that are frustrated with police officers. But it's been a very long time since 3-4 years ago, and I'm speaking vaguely, but I'll leave it at that. Congratulations, Ms. Newbill, Ms. Griego, Ms. Ortiz-Franklin once again, Mr. Schmerlson again. Hopefully we could open up lines of communications. I get principals calling me to help solve problems. I get deans and counselors calling me to help solve problems. I think we all need to sit at the table and try to collaborate for the student safety.